Deanna Maurice, weekly craft and lifestyle content. Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all how to create my exploding invitation box that is available currently on my Etsy shop. If you are interested in purchasing the file, it will be linked in the description box below. So let's go ahead and jump right into this tutorial. Once cut, this is all of the pieces that you will have. I know it looks like a lot, but it's not once you start putting it together. This is the base of the box. And then you're going to have 4 lining pieces. One rectangle piece. This is going to create the planter for the flowers on the inside. Now this is optional. Some people place different things in the center. For this project, I decided to do a planter. These are the 2 pieces that you'll be using to create the top of the box. I decided to mount mine with this beautiful gold glitter paper. Okay, so now moving on to the items that aren't a part of the cut, but if you want to create the box exactly the way that I did, you'll need these things, and that's floral foam, flowers, and I cut the stems down on the flowers so about 1.5 inches. Some bling wrap, and then you'll need your actual invitation inserts. These are inserts that I designed to fit this box specifically. If you are interested in having custom inserts designed, please contact me. The next thing that you'll need is adhesive. This is a roll-on permanent stick tape. However, I do prefer to use hot glue. When I was recording this particular video, I didn't have access to my hot glue gun, but that is my preferred method. This is a bone folder. You can use a scraper or a credit card. They will all work just fine. Now let's move into assembling our box. This is the lid of the box, and I'm just using my bone folder to go ahead and press down the scored edges. Put a little adhesive on the little flap here, just the way that you see I'm doing it. You're going to put it on all 4 corners, and then you're going to overlap them, and this is going to create the top of your box. The next thing that I'm going to do is layer the top of my box with my gold glitter paper. If you want, you can actually do this step before you put together the box top, just so that it's easier to apply. Press down everything, make sure that it's nice and adhered, and this is what the top of your box is going to look like. Now this is the planter, and once again we're going to press down the pre-scored edges. And the nice thing about this file is that everything is already set up to be scored and cut, so you don't have to worry about cutting or scoring anything manually. Once everything is folded, go ahead and add some adhesive to your 1/2 inch flap. Bring the other side around to meet it and press down firmly so that they join together. Rest your box on the table and press the remaining flaps inwards to create a bit more stability. Then you can adhere the other flaps down to the base. Moving on to the base, fold everything inwards towards the score lines, and then once you push up, it should create a nice box shape for you. At this point, we can move on to layering our lining pieces. So grab your lining piece along with your actual invitation pieces, and you're going to adhere your invitation pieces to your lining pieces. And you just want to center these as best as possible. And make sure that they're pushed down and adhered properly. Now that we have all of our inserts put together, we can begin to assemble the final pieces of the explosion invitation box. Here I've laid out all of my inserts just to make sure that I have them all set to go in the right place. Then I put some adhesive on the back of each insert and basically line it up as best as possible so that it's nice and centered on the base. This project is a fairly easy project. Just make sure that you do everything in steps, especially if you have a large quantity. Maybe cut out all of the individual pieces that you need, one night, and then begin assembling the next night. That's what I do when I have large orders of these explosion boxes, just so that it is a smooth process. Like I said, it's not difficult, but it is time consuming, so just make sure that you give yourself enough time. At this point, I'm going to decorate my planter box by simply wrapping a piece of bling wrap around it. This piece is totally optional. Honestly, depending on the theme of your event, I do think the center of it should represent the event theme. For example, if this was for a little boy's birthday party and it was a dinosaur theme, I would probably attach some moss to the base and then put a little plastic dinosaur on top, so when you open it you could see the dinosaur and automatically you know what the theme is for. This was for a Sweet 16 and her theme was basically pink and gold, and there were lots of roses and flowers, so I thought that this would be fitting for this particular event. Once you have your planter decorated, you want to put adhesive to the base of it, preferably hot glue as I stated before, because hot glue is definitely going to give a better hold. Okay, at this point we're going to put our floral foam in the center of the planter and push our flowers down firmly into the foam, making sure that it is nice and secure. After you have your flowers in place, mess around with the leaves to make sure that they cover the base and none of the floral foam is showing. At this point, I'm putting together the final insert on the lid. You have a few different options. This is me adhering it directly. So on the left, it's adhered directly to the glitter, and on the right, it has the foam pops. And this is a close-up of the foam pops. I prefer to use foam pops because it just gives an additional dimension to your invitation. Now, once everything is put together, this is what it should look like. Push everything to the center and then put your lid on and your invitation is complete. I made these for my niece's Sweet 16 and trust me, they were a hit. Everyone was like, oh my goodness, we've never seen invitations like this before. These are so beautiful and they definitely set the tone for her Sweet 16. So definitely go ahead and give these explosion box a try. Remember, once again, there will be a link in the description box to purchase the file on my Etsy shop. It is Deanna Maurice reminding you guys to stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.